Oh my, shouldn't massage
Man,
it that
I'm like-
much.
Right.
I'm like, are you serious?
Kenny, thanks for jumping back and forth for us.
And you know,
Not a problem, not a problem.
We're in public session now, so it's open to anybody.
Do you need Matt or Andrew here?
Basically, we're going to just openly discuss what we're going to do about bids. So unless you guys have any questions for them.
All right. Can't hear audio. Let's see. Can you fix, at least hit that button, Mary?
Yeah, but my big feet, I'm trying to get.
Oh, that's what happened. I can't hear her. Kenny's probably trying to wave at us. All right.
Kenny? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Feel like a Verizon commercial. All right, we will call the Grant County Drainage Board to order.
She got the recorder going. Oh, yes, yeah.
Are we recording?
Yeah. Lights flashing.
Oh, okay. So we are in session. I apologize for the length, kind of a domino effect. The commissioners went a little bit long and then the executive session went long. But we will go right to the minutes. Does anyone have the regular minutes?
I've read them all through.
I believe Kenny just made a motion to accept.
Second.
Pat seconded the motion to accept regular minutes. All those in favor would say aye.
Aye.
Aye. One, Kenny did. And any abstaining? No abstentions. It is carried. I also have before you folks the minutes of the executive session and certification. We hereby certify that the following members were present at the executive session. All of us were present February 22nd at 11 a.m. at the Grant County Complex, 401 South Adams Marion Street, Commissioner's Office, 6th floor, and that only the following subjects were discussed and considered during that session, and that is discussion of litigation. This would be our minutes for the executive session. I would entertain a motion to approve those as well.
Move we approve the minutes for the executive session.
second.
Motion, Mr. Cox, second, Mr. Goff. All those in favor would say aye. Aye. It is carried unanimously, one on WebEx and the rest in-house. All right. Jim, help us pay the bills.
Grant County Treasurer, $2,490.15. This is a loan from the General Drain Improvement Fund to maintenance.
They're separate.
Okay, need to approve that one.
I'll make a motion we pay $24.90.
Motion to pay the $24.90.
Second.
Have a motion, Mr. Pinkerton, second, Mr. Cox. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor would say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Kenny, do you approve?
Yeah,
All right, I believe we are unanimous on that one. If we can go to the next one, sir.
And Mary's got Kenny Case to abstain. This is Bragg Excavating, $14,495 for Pipe Creek. Is $168,846 into fund. That was that work along 300 going into Swayze, where all the trees along the county road were down in the stream. It's quite a clean out.
So we need a motion for that.
Yes, sir.
Make a motion, we approve the Bragg excavating for Pipe Creek.
Motion, Mr. Goff.
Second.
Second, Mr. Cox. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor would say aye.
Aye.
extension.
We've got 4 ayes and 1 abstention. Mr. Cates abstained. It is carried. And next payment.
Richard Cox to abstain. Chronicle Tribune, $86.83 on Hummel Creek. Drury Simmons, $4,849.62 on Hummel Creek.
Those two invoices.
Yes.
I make a motion, we pay those two as presented.
Motion, Mr. Goff. Second, Mr. Pinkerton. All those in favor would say aye.
Aye.
And those abstaining?
Abstain.
Carried 4 to 1 abstention, and we have paid the bills. Little Crane Pond, we are still in a lawyer discussion on that issue. Hummel Creek, we did have our executive session, and it would be the chair's recommendation to this board that we do not award the bid for Hummel Creek work until our March 8th meeting, and allow our attorney Joe Leone to continue to work with the the company, the Bocock property owner, and see if we can work out an agreement prior to the awarding of that bid. That would be my recommendation to this board. So we need a motion to
I have
allow
to
him.
abstain, so I can't make a motion.
That's true.
What the motion need to be?
We would allow Mr. Leone to continue to represent us to the landowner, and that we would not award the bid until March 8th at our next meeting.
I make that motion.
Motion, Mr. Goff. Second, Mr. Pinkerton. All those in favor would say aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that is 4
Abstain.
and 1 abstention. So we will move forward on that. We do have our engineers and our attorney here. Are there any questions that you need to ask them at this time? Hearing none, thank you, gentlemen, for hanging in there with us. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
All right, solar ordinance, we have no new updates on that. Jim, do we have other new business or other business?
Price Farm has a 14-inch tile that's overloaded. I met them a couple months ago, and I mentioned just sending an informal letter inviting the parties to come to a meeting or write us their opinion on what size tile they would want to put in. Everybody's overloaded this 14-inch tile, so they have surface water that always comes across goes right across their property. It's the Bloomfield and Minnick. Blue. I get them two mixed up. It's Broomfield and Blue. I'm just asking for the drainage boards, a meeting that would be okay with you guys to send a letter out. It won't be a public hearing. It'll just be an informal meeting to get there's about 10 landowners. It's a small watershed. And like I told the prices, it's up to you. You're going to have surface water no matter what. So it's up to you to decide what size of tile you want to put in. The 14 had worked for years, and then all the people on the extremities have done all this subsurface tiling.
I know you said it, and I apologize. Where's that located? Is that?
It's in Richland Township, just 1 mile from being out of the county on 600 North,
Okay,
west of State Road 13.
okay. I was on the east
What
side.
about the second meeting
On the
in-
west side.
The second meeting in March.
Any objection to that, gentlemen? We can just do that by consent.
Where's that tile at, Jim?
It's west of State Road 13 on 600 North.
Okay, okay.
Price
Yeah,
Farm.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We have no dissenting votes, so I make that invitation.
And I was going to ask them if they can't be at the meeting, could they write us their opinion? Or send us a map showing what tiling they've done so we could better tie down the watershed, you know.
Okay. All right. We've gone through new business, other business. Anything else before we, right? Did you have anything to bring for the Drainage Board today, sir? All right. I think we've covered our business. We had our executive session, we're headed in the right direction. I want this on the record. We are so grateful that our surveyor is back. He survived his illness. Wouldn't wish it on anybody, would you, Jim? So,
And I want to thank Raymond and Cindy for running the office, keeping everything moving. I talk to Raymond once in a while, when I could.
well, we are grateful you're back, and we're grateful for the staff that's kept.
Just not up to walking like I was yet.
And I hate to tell you this,
X-ray March 2nd.
with some of that stuff, I still every once in a while get weak or tired after
I couldn't believe I
6
took
months.
the muscle tone away from my
Yeah.
legs and arms and stuff.
All right. Guys, if we could keep this up, a 20-minute meeting,
Move to adjourn.
Gene Johnson would be so
Yeah.
proud. Motion and second, Mr. Pinkerton. All those in favor would say aye.
Aye.
Kenny wants to stay longer.
Kenny wants to stay.
He's in Florida, no wonder, he's not worried about it.
Thank you, Kenny.
He thinks it's gonna.
Yeah, we'll see you.
All right.
Are we done?
We are
It's gonna be back in the
adjourned.
20s, Kenny. Up here.
I don't see masks going up there now.
We are recommended, we are not required now.
There you go.
The recommendation. I had the mask in the pocket, but I took the
It's in my
recommendation.
coat pocket. I figured nobody else had one on, so.